Hey guys, Drew here, and we're back with another video. It's been about a week. I'm starting school in a couple days, so if you notice some less uploads, I apologize. It's been less uploads. I've just been doing a lot, and I just want to show you guys this car. This is Futaba fx10. I'm going to put this in my vintage RC series. I've had this car for a while, and I just realized I never did a video on it. And I just wanted to show you guys. Now, Tamiya made a version of this car. It was called the Tamiya Striker, I believe, and I think Kyosha made a version. I don't know why there's a Kyosha sticker on there. Someone put that on there. So this car is old, obviously. It does run, it just doesn't have a receiver or a speed controller in it. I just drove it a couple days ago. These are old Traxxas tires and wheels, actually. It does have full ball bearings in it, which was pretty exciting for me to realize. It's not like I really drive this car, though. This car's more of a shelf piece. It sits on my shelf. The body has 3 clips on it. You see those 2, and then it has one over here. And it pops off when you open it like this. And it has a vintage, see if you can see that, Futaba servo in it. The sticker's a little messed up, but yeah, so that's the servo that's in it. Speed controller would usually be mounted over here, and it has all this extra space because it was produced back in the day when they had mechanical speed controls. This has I don't really know the company or the branding or whatever, but it's vintage. It's a rebuildable brushed motor. It does work. It's not very fast, but it doesn't need to be. You can see the styling of the 80s with the 3 stripes here, the yellow, orange, and red FX10 there. It's like an old Nissan truck almost. The suspension is very springy, as you can see, but it does the job. In the back, same thing. It's very springy. It kind of bounces when it hits the ground, but for an old car, suspension actually isn't that bad. Like I said, I really don't drive this car. I never beat on this car. The wing is completely plastic. It's not a, I believe this is Lexan, and the body has this little driver in here. He was never painted. He's supposed to be, again, that coloring in the 80s. I'm going to take this Kyosho sticker off because it's not a Kyosho. It's got an old radio station on there, number 8. It's a cool body. It's damaged a lot, but I think it still looks cool. It's got that vintage look to it. The power switch would go right in here, and everything works on this car. You can hear the gearbox. It's just fine. Differential, perfectly fine. And I believe back in the day this car came ready to run. It's more of a simpler car. It handles better than the Hornet. If you had this car, I can't tell you if this was really an expensive car or a cheap car back in the day, but I know that if you had this car, you were pretty lucky. The battery door is actually pretty cool. These 2 pins come out here, and then this opens up and you stick your battery in there, and you put your battery wire through this hole right here in the chassis. It's I believe it's the same, I know it's not a Kyosho, but it seems it uses the same transmission layout as the Big Brute that I have a video on. You guys should check that out. That's also a cool video. It uses the same out drives, the same drive shafts, the same inputs here. It uses what looks to be a very similar transmission. The transmission may not be the same. I just know the out drives and the drive shafts all pretty much to me look the same visually. It's got these little thrash guard stickers here. It's got this really long antenna, which I believe actually is the original antenna to this car. Like I said, all this car needs is a speed controller, receiver, battery, and it will drive. But just like I said, I just put stuff in it a couple days ago and I drove it. And so that's really it for this car. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and follow me on Instagram. There's a link in the description and in my about section on my channel. Make sure you check that out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.